Okay then, so recently it would appear as though we got some new Summer Wave set descriptions leaked to us from somebody in the Ninjago community. I'm not too sure where these actually originate from, but what I can say is that a lot of usually credible Ninjago leak pages have been resharing them, and a lot of people have essentially come to the conclusion that these are real, but I'd just like to first off start by clarifying that these haven't actually been confirmed to be 100% real, or at least they haven't been in my personal opinion. I've been seeing a lot of conflicting information, so we're not actually 100% sure on the legitimacy of all of these claims and all of these descriptions, but for the sake of today's video, I want to go through all of these new descriptions with all of you. Things are going to be really casual. I just want to scroll through all of these descriptions, give my thoughts on them, share my opinions with all of you, and yeah, hopefully just have a fun time. So for the sake of today's video, I will just assume that they are real, but before we actually get started, again, I just want to clarify, take all of this with a grain of salt, as some stuff may end up changing. But with all of this being said, I think that's basically going to conclude things into this intro here, so let's get started by taking a look at these actual set descriptions. Let's go. Okay then, so here we are starting with, I believe, the smallest set of the wave. I believe these are going to go from smallest to biggest, basically, just for some clarification. But let's get started, because first off we have a pretty insignificant one in my opinion. That is going to be Zayns Ice Motorcycle. It is going to come with 84 pieces. It includes Zane and a wolf mask warrior. So, yeah, it's pretty standard, all things considered, just your average small Ninjago set. And the description here just says that the bike has ice blades that can be folded sideways. So again, a fairly interesting sounding set for what it is, I guess, but ultimately nothing really too special. Moving forward, though, we have a big step up, in my opinion, and this one has definitely been doing the rounds within the community recently. This is called the Tournament Battle Arena. It is going to come with 659 pieces. It includes 6 minifigures, and those are going to be as follows: Tournament Kai, Tournament Sora, Villain J, Wolf Warrior, and 2 other unknown figures. There is a mini dragon included apparently, and it should be yellow and blue themed. So interesting. Obviously we've got this whole tournament thing going on. This has been something that has been kind of leaked and rumoured around the Ninjago community for some weeks now, before this set was even revealed actually. But this seems to basically conclude and confirm all of this and all of this speculation. So interesting. We're not too sure what this tournament is going to be about, although a lot of Ninjago fans have been speculating that it's going to be a tournament between our heroes and the Furious 5, whatever they were called, the something 5. I'll put it up on screen now, I completely forgot. And yeah, if true, that sounds really cool. Obviously, though, nothing is confirmed yet. I just have to clarify that. That is all just speculation, everything that I have literally just said. But all things considered, to conclude my thoughts on this one, I think it sounds really cool. And I think it's definitely going to be one I am interested in picking up, depending on how it actually looks once we get images. Next up, we have the Ninja Team Combo Vehicle, and it has 576 pieces. And let's just get started with the minifigures. It includes Tournament Sora, Tournament Nia, Tournament Cole, Tournament Jordana, 2 Wolf Mask Warriors, multiple vehicles used by different members of the Ninja team. So interesting. I actually made a short recently just talking about this set and how it's basically like the Ultrasonic Raider 2.0. At least those are the vibes I'm getting. I really am interested in this set because the Ultrasonic Raider was such a beautiful Ninjago set, and I recently actually obtained it for myself to put in my collection, and yeah, it's really cool. So I'm kind of hoping that this is like an updated version, although maybe don't have it be the exact same, because in my opinion that would be a little bit, well, obviously unoriginal. I think that they should do something entirely different while also kind of keeping the same vibes, if that makes any total sense to you guys. I think that sounds like the best idea, at least in my personal opinion. In terms of the actual rest of the description here, it reads, Sora has a plane, Lloyd has a car, Nia and Cole have bikes that can be connected into one. So from all of that, all of those transformations that they have just listed off, it definitely does actually sound like it will be very similar to the Ultrasonic Raider. But again, time will tell, I suppose, because honestly, things could change entirely once we get images of this set, and this is probably going to age really badly. Next up, we have Cole's Titan Dragon Mech, and oh boy, this is definitely one that's been hyped up by Cole fans out there. Again, it's called Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. It has 1,055 pieces. It includes an exclusive Cole figure, interesting, Wolf Warrior, and several unknown figures. So that alone is very interesting in my opinion, and is honestly more interesting than the actual set itself in my opinion, because yeah, it's going to be a Cole Titan mech. We don't actually know what it's going to look like, but we can kind of get an idea based off of all of the other Titan mechs we've gotten in previous years. But those unknown figures, well, they're unknown. We have no idea what they're going to be, which is very, very interesting in my opinion. As for the actual description of the set itself, it has several play features, dragon wings, and a sword. So yeah, very, very brief, shallow description there. But to be honest, I actually do quite like that because it leaves this as a nice surprise for us fans. And considering it is a Cold Titan mech, this is one that has been hyped up for just so long. So it's going to be really great when the images get sprung on us randomly one day. So I'm definitely a big fan of this set, and it sounds really, really cool in my opinion. Probably going to be one I end up buying because I have a lot of the other Titan mechs, so this one just seems right. Next up, and actually lastly, is the Source Dragon of Motion/Fire. So again, assume it's just the Source Dragon of Fire. The motion thing seems to be like a mistranslation of sorts. But as for the minifigures, and by the way, we've got a lot to read here, it includes Tournament Kai, Tournament Lloyd, Raz, a Wolf Mask Warrior, ×2 by the way, so we're going to be getting 2 of those warriors, which is always great. A new villain figure, which is presumably Raz's master. The Source Dragon's main colour scheme is red and orange, but it has orange, yellow and black details. There are many fire-related pieces included. There's going to be a new mould for the dragon's head and very big horns apparently. It includes the 6 remaining Source Dragons in their spirit form. Raz's master seems to be the person pictured on the Gong of Shattering with red eyes and teeth, and the piece for the head is new, again as he says earlier, and he has small horns. So interesting stuff going on there. This is really, really great in my personal opinion. Again, I don't know if I even said, but it does have 1,716 pieces, so it's going to be a very, very big Ninjago dragon, that's for sure. And I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? It's going to be a big Source Dragon. They are absolutely humongous in the show, so it would only make sense that it's going to be absolutely whopping in real life in a set form, and this one is really interesting in my opinion. Just to clarify, I think that the minifigure selection sounds really, really solid, especially presumably Raz's master, who is going to be on the Gong of Shattering. Again, I'll try and put an image up on screen of that now, just for some clarification for all of you guys, in case you have forgotten exactly what it looks like. But if we're going to be getting that in actual set form, that just sounds amazing in my opinion, and to be honest, it probably is going to be Raz's master. The Source Dragon itself sounds really cool with those orange, yellow and black details. Also, the mention of a brand new head mold and also very big horns also piques my interest. So yeah, overall, all things considered, this one sounds great, and I absolutely cannot wait until we have some images of it. All things considered though, this particular set wave sounds really, really interesting in my opinion. I'm definitely hoping it is real because again, there is still that uncertainty going on as to whether or not this one is going to be completely legitimate or not. But hopefully this particular set description, all of this, all ends up being very, very real because again, it sounds really, really cool in my opinion and definitely seems suitable for a summer wave because those waves are always the big, good ones. So yeah, hopefully this actually ends up being just as good when we actually get images for this wave, because in terms of the descriptions, they all sound great in my personal opinion. But with all of this being said, you guys, that will just about conclude things here. So now that you guys have made it this far into today's video, I will go ahead and assume that you did enjoy it somewhat at least. So if you did, please, please, please do feel free to support me in any way possible. Any liking, any subscribing, and any turnings on of that post notification bell. They all help me out a ton, and also they help you out as well because you will never miss out on a future upload from me. So thank you for all of the support, I really appreciate it. And with all of this being said, I will be sure to catch you all soon for a new video. So take it easy, you guys, and see you soon. Goodbye.